That is good. That is good. How are you? But madam, how are you? How are you? This is David Luganda Nisome. How do you pronounce that? Nisome means somebody who is smart. Yeah, that is good. That's so are you hearing that this Munange Road video for you?
Yeah,
so
this is
Munange Road. But this is not you guys didn't give the name.
It's Sebo.
Sebo gave the name?
Yes. Sebo gave this name. That's
For
why
this road.
When you go there, when you
Yes. You look at that, say it says
Munang close.
yes, Munange close. Kanyanga. So why did you give the name Munange?
Munange
Yes.
means my friend.
Yes. So that's my name.
Yeah. Munang. Yeah, you know Africa has the same name,
Correct,
same
correct,
villages.
correct, yes.
So now when you come here to Uganda, it's Munang. So when we talk of Munang, we are
So somebody who is watching us, right? Let's start from here. Somebody who is watching us from Cote d'Ivoire, Togo, Cameroon, Kenya, all of Africa. So we are here. This Munange Road, we said Munange Road. And here we are at the EBAFOSA Uganda.
Yeah.
Yeah, instant food health, high quality cassava flour, good for cooking, good for baking, good for ugali, good for porridge, good for bread, good for cake, and all the short recipes. Packaged and distributed by Africa Farmers Media Center Trading as EBA Food. So somebody listening is, so what is EBA Food? Before we get inside, right? What is really this thing, EBA Food? We have food in the continent, maize, cassava, all those things. So what is this?
Actually,
By the way, introduce yourself. I'm here with David Luganda. Well, let him introduce himself, who he is, and a big actor, innovative volunteerism actor in Uganda. Yeah, we're in Kampala, Uganda, but the name of this place is called
Kayanja.
Kayanja, and this street is Munange. Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
My name is Luganda David, and I'm the team lead of EBAFOSA Uganda. Today we have come at the EBAFOSA facility. We have worked on, and doctors asked me what is EBA Foods.
Yes.
When we see what is happening in Africa, we are seeing our ecosystem being damaged and also degraded.
Yeah.
But we came up with the concept, or we read on the concept, which is ecosystem-based adaptation, which is EBA, and then we added the food. Whereby we have to plant food organically, work on the food, dry it very well, which other people are calling the food systems.
So the food is grown without any chemicals?
No chemicals,
involved, right?
And actually we chose cassava, and this was from the EBAFOSA Secretariat.
Correct.
And due to the high demand of cassava and also the many products from cassava, everyone knows that cassava is Africa's gold, and also we have to embrace it. So we came out with EBA Foods, and our cash crop, or our cash cow, was cassava.
Cassava, I like that. And for those of you who are listening, cassava is, as David have said, a big, what I say big here, active, innovative volunteerism actor and the chair lead of EBAFOSA Uganda. So he's talked about cassava. It's a climate resilient crop. It grows during drought, it grows during flood. It needs very little input to be able to produce.
Yeah.
And that's really excellent. So very soon you are going to see what EBA Foods is all about as he's explained. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
I hope you... Two girls, right?
Yeah.
What's the first name?
Nangosa Passion.
And the second one?
Timkomapa.
When are you getting Munange? Excellent. So what is this?
This is
I love the smell. Is this cassava or what is this?
it's a mix of cassava, soya, and maize.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yes.
Wow. So cassava, soya, and maize.
And maize
Wonderful.
to make a composite flour.
Oh, composite flour. And there is a standard for this UNBS, right?
Yeah, we understand to see that you can get that standard of the product as we sell touch the tangible product. But this is where everything starts from.
Yes.
And as you see what she's doing,
I think let's maybe you introduce yourself and then explain exactly what you are doing. Then I get to David because this is very interesting.
okay.
Yes. So I can only see EBA Food. So what's your name?
I'm Birungi Esther.
Esther.
Yes.
Ah.
Birungi.
Burundi Esther.
Yes.
Actually, my mother's name is Esther.
Oh.
Yeah, my mother's name is Esther. What a coincidence. Excellent. And then what are you doing here? So if somebody is watching you from Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Ghana, what is this you are doing?
I'm trying to make some composite flour, and this composite flour is made out of cassava.
Wonderful.
It's the major.
Yes, the major flour
It's
inside
the
here.
major flour inside here. I use corn or cassava, like corn or
So
maize.
maize and soya as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So after,
Yeah.
like I mix
So
all
you
of them.
mix all of them like this,
Yes.
and I see you are warming it.
Using
You're warming it
briquettes.
with
These are
briquettes.
With briquettes.
You can see this is briquettes that are made from West, right?
Yes.
Cassava waste or maize waste. This is excellent. So everything here is clean energy, EBA driven cassava produce.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Yes. So after you do like this, you are going to dry it
We can
Oh.
really put in the bar
like this one.
basin, the
Right.
container
Yes.
to cool.
Yes.
After cooling, we take it to that room. We have
Ah,
another room.
okay, we're going to go there, right? So David, building on what Esther said, my mother's namesake, what do you have to say? Because I'm really excited to see that briquettes are used to warm this. And so these are the innovation. For those of you who are watching, please, this is the preparation of Eba foods here. Cassava grown naturally using nature-based solutions. And you can see Esther, who is here doing what is called composite mixing cassava with maize, with soya, but cassava is the major, carries about 70-80% of the whole process. And she is drying it using briquettes. And you can see briquettes here, which we're going to further explain. Briquettes are made out of waste, right?
Yes.
Which waste did you use to make this?
Agricultural waste,
Cassava waste,
cassava waste,
and all that. And this is reducing dependence on charcoal, which then leads to further deforestation. So they're reversing that process of dependence and reducing deforestation. So David, over to you. This is beautiful.
Actually, I would love to thank the EBAFOSA Secretariat for the mentorship and also the guidance.
Right.
So we are developing an enterprise whereby, since we have seen that right now most of the organizations have to move on the enterprise side, not
Correct.
the social side.
Right.
You act the social side, but also you have to make some money from what you do. So this is the money we are making out of cassava, and many people have come out to say that they can't consume cassava.
Right.
But as a youth, we have to make sure that we innovate
Innovate
and
and
we
make sure-
get the cassava on the market, and which is a good porridge we are making. At
So this can be used to make porridge.
This is porridge she's making.
Ah, right. So how much does a kilogram or 3 or 1 or 0.5? How do you package it in kilograms or in
Like basically we package from 500 grams,
less?
and that
1 kilogram.
yeah.
Yes,
from,
kilogram.
From 500 grams to a kilogram.
Okay. How much is 500 grams?
500 grams is 3,000.
Ugandan shillings.
Yes.
And then a kilogram is 6,000 Ugandan shillings.
Yeah.
This is good and this is affordable.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wow. So we'll be right back. This is how you prepare porridge, right?
Yes.
Because porridge is prepared. So you mix cassava with soya beans, soya or maize, and then you sell it. And what you are doing here, you have been trained, right, through the EBAFOSA work.
Yeah.
And then there are other women who have been trained. So how many people have been trained that are doing exactly the same thing like this? Because you are just one of them, but there are other people who are doing this, producing baguettes and other things, right?
Yes.
Yes.
When we started the value chain of cassava,
Yes.
we saw that we need to involve the community.
Excellent.
And which community should we go to? We involve the cooperatives.
Excellent.
Because the cooperatives, it's easier to locate them and also traceability.
Maybe just explain to someone who's listening what is a cooperative. Because people just think maybe a cooperative is where they go and put coffee bags.
Previously,
Right.
the cooperative was that definition, where you can take the cassava, you can take the maize,
just go and
and
deposit,
exchange, and they give you some cheap
Right.
money.
Yes.
But EBAFOSA Uganda changed the narrative.
I love
We
that.
rebuked that. So what we introduce is that each and every group in the cooperative, they have to have income generating activities.
Right.
And most of them were agricultural farmers, doing agriculture, smallholder farmers. So what we did is that we had to train them on value addition, but starting with cassava. And also making snacks.
So what do you mean by value addition here? Just explain practically that somebody is watching using this example here. Yes, because the cassava is harvested from the farm, it reaches home. In someone's mind, he's thinking, okay, I'm going to build this cassava, either cook it and feed my family. Most of them don't understand that they can be able to take it further. And I believe that's what you mean by value addition.
Fine, that is perfect. Everyone can do value, even if you wash the cassava
Correct.
and remove the soil, you have added value.
I like
But
that.
the value I'm talking about is that let this product find you on Jumia, let this product find you in the supermarket. Even anyone can carry it, yet you are working in any sector. But also not forgetting the nutritional benefit of what we have put in this product.
Right.
We have seen that soya is also a good product, providing proteins for the babies and also other people who consume it. And also corn is also good, but also cassava is good. Also
Excellent.
for the energy.
So as we've heard from David and also from Esther, so value addition is very simple. Because some of us sometimes think that value addition needs heavy machinery, and that is where I think the misconception. So industrialization can start at the household level. You can see Esther, what Esther is doing here. She is using cassava flour, mixing it with soya and producing porridge. So she can package this and market 500 grams at 3,000 Ugandan shillings, 1 kilogram at 6,000 Ugandan shillings. That's a finished product that is fetching money. So when you add value to cassava, and cassava can produce 300 products, either it's cassava porridge, cassava bread, cassava flour, cassava everything, cassava beer, anything. So you notice that from the farm, natural solutions are applied, value is added, and communities are making money. And from what you've heard from David and Esther, they are training communities to be able to do this. That's how transformation is happening. Excellent. The last question to you, Esther. Can we now see the packages you package? Yes, we'll be right back. Thank you. We're here. So what is it? This is like the processing center, is that correct?
Correct.
So we're at the processing center of EBAFOSA in Kampala, and the name of the little town here is, I know this is Munange Road, and
This is Kayanja. Kayanja village.
Excellent, yes. EBAFOSA continue. Yes, David, over to you.
We have seen that Uganda National Bureau of Standards wants everyone to process their products and also to begin the process of getting certification. Making your own product is one of the processing or milling your product is one of the requirements. So we got this mill which we have and which is used to crush cassava, to mill cassava. And as we see,
So this crush cassava into cassava flour.
yeah,
Excellent.
and each and every chip, for example, it can be pumpkin chips, banana chips, all the chips can be milled.
So the cassava gets put here. Then
The chips are put here,
yes.
they pass here,
Okay, the pass here. Then it comes down
from this side.
comes down there.
Yeah,
So is there a way you can start HBC or?
I know.
Okay. Anyway, we'll do that another day.
We can operate it. Then here, this is where we put a sack
Yes.
and our cassava comes.
Right.
So this is one of the process, and it can.
And this can produce how many kgs of?
From here, in one day, you can mill 2 tons of cassava chips.
Wow. Wow.
Because the
wow.
chips are light.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is a clean energy using machine. Good.
Yes, it's using electricity.
Oh,
and that's
wonderful.
why it is here. That's why we don't.
Right. Right. Doesn't use diesel. Doesn't use
No,
nothing.
not
Routine fuel. Yes. So when it is milled from here, what happens next?
What happens next?
I can see the amazing ladies on the table. So tell us.
What happens next? We have our workers who are working on this product,
Right.
and it's very important to know the measurements
Yes.
of our product.
Right.
That's why we got
So
a
after
digital.
it is milled, then you carry it, and then you now have to differentiate it into different quantities.
Yeah,
500 grams, 1 kilogram, and then it is packaged.
It is packaged.
Like now, like this, like I can see Esther doing, and Rachel, Esther, Rachel, and Ruth. Wonderful. The root in the Bible is that.
Yeah.
Yes. Eva food porridge preparation. Excellent.
So after we put it in the
Right.
we can put it here.
Yes.
Or we can take it the other side.
And this area, the Uganda National Bureau of Standards inspected it, right? And and everything was in order here.
Everything in order and
Yes.
the process.
Right.
And they know that since they give us a way forward to see that we can market
Yes.
our product Then after we shall go and get it.
Yes, that is it. Perfect. Perfect. So when it is weighed here,
So
And-
I was talking of the importance of the digital measurement.
right.
So we have to make sure that the product is well measured according to the required standard,
Right.
so that we make it perfect. And also the importance of the clean of the headgears, the cleanness of the people who are working with the product.
Excellent. So let me ask. So Esther,
Yes.
how many in a day? How many of these packages can you package?
Okay, because
Yeah. So
this one,
yes, 500 grams or this. Can you package up to 100
500
in a day?
grams, I can package like 50 packets.
50
daily.
packets a day.
Yes.
So the three of you can package 150.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Do you enjoy doing it, Rachel and Ruth?
Rachel, come.
Yes, we do.
You also make money from it.
Yes.
Wonderful. So cassava brings money. Wonderful. And porridge brings more money. That's a good one. Then from here, when you package it from here, where does it go to?
So
It
it
goes-
will explain since she's
Yes.
the person who takes
Yes,
over this.
let's hear from Esther. And this is Eva Family
Nutri porridge.
Nutri Porridge. So what is the difference between these two?
This one is porridge. This one is cassava.
Excellent. For those of you who are watching, please, we are here at the Eva Foods Production Center where communities are leveraging nature-based solutions to add value, to produce cassava, and then using clean energy solutions to add value. So I'm here with Rachel.
Rachel,
Yes, no, this is Esther, Rachel, and Ruth, and David Luganda here. And so, Rachel, just tell us about this. So I'm holding this beautiful. It looks very yummy. Yeah. How do you? So somebody watching say, how do you arrive at this stage? I know that we've gone through the process. So tell us.
So after finishing the other side,
Yes, that is the other side is where the
The
preparation,
production.
the production. Right.
so we bring it to this room. We let it cool. After cooling, we organize the equipment that we are going to use,
Right.
like the labels, the polythene bags. We put everything in place. You have to be clean to ensure hygiene.
Yes. To
Then
ensure hygiene and adherence to the Uganda National Bureau of Standards guideline, right?
Yes.
Yes, excellent.
Then after, we begin measuring.
So when you measure, you package.
After measuring, we package, then we put the labels. From that process, the other side,
Yes.
we come and place them here.
Right.
From here, straight to the market.
Oh, excellent. So from here it goes out through the side.
No.
Oh, it goes through the door here
Yeah.
to the market, and then what comes back from the market? Cash, yeah. I like that. I like that. So somebody watching, how much does this go for? So because I'm seeing here, Eba Foods high quality cassava flour. So when you say high quality cassava, and this one you're saying is Eba Family Nutrient Porridge. What's the difference between the two? So this one has no addition. It's pure
It's
cassava.
pure cassava.
this one, as you read, it's organically grown.
This Eba Foods high quality cassava.
Yeah, using
Right.
ecosystem-based
Adaptation approaches.
So now we see that this on demand right now, if it is not dried using the solar dryer, it is demanding 1,500.
Right.
But for us as Eba Foods, we are accessing this cassava using solar dryers, and also we are growing it using.
So tell somebody who is watching solar dryer now, quickly.
So,
Yes, I know we'll see that tomorrow, but just quickly.
We see that most of the people are drying their crops or agricultural products on the bare ground and rocks. But as EBAFOSA Uganda, we are using solar dryers to dry cassava. And also solar dryers can take 3 to 4 hours for the cassava to dry.
As compared to a week before or even
Compared
more.
to the week before.
Okay.
These days I've mentioned the solar dryer is according to the geographical area you are located, but also in other area it can take only 2 hours. Solar dryer is very clean. You can't have flies in the solar dryer. Very clean, no dust. That's why we have this cassava of Eba Foods high quality cassava flour.
Excellent. Not contaminated with doors, with stones, because it's dried using clean energy solutions of solar dryers, which are manufactured by young people, and jobs are also created. So you see here cassava from farm to the market again creates jobs from production to processing to packaging and even the drying using solar dryer create jobs. So this is a job creating product. It's cassava itself. Excellent. So
I'll continue more.
yes,
As you see on this, check on your EBAFOSA high quality.
yes,
We are seeing bread, we are seeing cookie,
yes.
we are seeing chapati and cake.
We are seeing daddies.
That is all. This is very, very good. It's a raw material for other products.
Right.
So many people who are in bakery, they don't want any product having dust, stones, or foreign material. So this EBAFOSA high quality cassava flour is good for baking, because right now we have seen the price of wheat
Go
go up.
up. That's a very good connection you are bringing in there. So you see, the I call it the war in Ukraine, the Russian-Ukrainian war, have resulted in issues with importation of wheat, because Ukraine produces almost 50%. Actually, African countries import over 50% of the wheat from Ukraine and Russia. And because of that, the price of wheat has gone up, and very few people can afford it. And as a result of that, many people need to look for alternatives, and cassava now is the alternative. So tell us about it. So how has that benefited communities, despite the fact that they cannot afford wheat?
In
Because that's a
Uganda,
good story for
in
economics.
Uganda, communities consume a lot of chapati for breakfast, also in the evening, and also urban communities, they eat a lot of chapati. Also, the people who are making business, they are making a ratio of 2:1 of using wheat and cassava. This means that instead of buying more wheat from abroad, they are starting using cassava, and they are producing good chapatis which are consumed. This is what we wanted from day one, so that we start embracing cassava as a raw material for making chips, for making chapati, for making cookies, daddies, because most of the people were using purely wheat only, 100%. But right now, due to the other war in Ukraine and Russia war, we have seen that at least our cassava is getting some market.
And that's what David is saying, expanded a little bit, is that the Uganda National Bureau of Standards do have the bread standard. And from this work, what we are getting from the data, as he's explaining, pure cassava being taken up by confectionaries, bakeries, and bakers, the data from this is getting to the Uganda Bureau of Standards, National Bureau of Standards, to inform that bread standard, so that at least the addition of a percentage of cassava can be part of it. So that bread standard is not only purely wheat, it can have the addition of cassava. And that is being informed by the practical demonstration. That is why we say action informs policy. And this is the work of EBAFOSA, showcasing that practical data from people can help inform a change in policy that influences transformational change across the continent. And that's a climate action. So you guys are doing amazing work here that will form the entire continent and the world. So good job. Let's clap. Yeah. Perfect. Excellent. Good connection. Good connection.
Thank you so much.
You mentioned there, yeah.
And
I'll talk to Esther, Rachel, Ruth. Rachel was not in the Bible, was she?
she was in the Bible.
Oh, you were in the Bible. Ruth was in the Bible. Esther, of course. Esther, my mother, was in the Bible. That's my mother's name. And then David. So the last word. So if somebody is watching you from Zambia, or Lesotho, or Kenya, or Cameroon, or my village, Jinkwin, where I come from in the northwestern part of Cameroon, and you are holding this, and this person is out of school, say, oh, I don't have a job, government is not giving me a job, it means that government no, is not helping us. What would you say to a young person who is watching you now holding this? That what is the opportunity with doing this?
The opportunity with doing this
Yes, for young people.
for young people, for young kids like us.
Yes, exactly.
Like you gain skills.
Yes.
You don't sit down to look upon the white collar jobs like as the rest do. So with this, you gain the skills from EBAFOSA Uganda. We train other youths, fellow youths within the community to join us so that they gain these skills.
That is
Through
very
this, they are busy, they gain some income. Through this, they teach other
young people.
in their localities from after teaching them from here.
So what would you say to the youth who think that to come and learn they need to be given money, which is something I've never understood, that they need to give you money to learn something to help you. It's an attitude of youth across Africa. So what would you say? That's why innovative volunteerism is very important. Like, you learn this without getting paid, but now you are getting money because you get the skill. So some youth see it, they say, I will not learn it until I'm paid to learn it. Which doesn't work, yeah? It's like you're saying, if you don't wake up to cut those tomatoes to fry to make dinner, you will have food when you have not waken up from your chair or from your bed to do it. What do you tell those youth? I will get to you, Rachel and Ruth, and then David will end. Yes.
Yeah, basically I encourage them to join. They gain these skills. They don't look after money, that you come, I teach you, I give you money. No, you have to find yourself. You come here, the skills, like the equipment that we use,
Yes.
they are for free for training.
Excellent.
After, you're going to gain.
Yes.
Since I don't give you
Did you
money,
hear that? You come and learn.
you come and learn.
EBAFOSA Innovative Volunteerism offer you the opportunity. Come and learn and get the skill and go and build yourself. That is how it is. Because you learn and now you are building
Then you
yourself.
go back,
Yes.
build yourself.
Do you think EBAFOSA is a blessing or it's a, what do you think? Is it a
Well,
blessing?
it's a big blessing because I've gained this skill of making this nutritional porridge, and very many people have enjoyed it, like the lactating mothers.
Oh, lactating mothers, yeah, those who are breastfeeding, they eat this, they have
eat very
natural
much.
nutrients and stuff, yeah.
The babies, the adults.
Babies are getting healthier.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So this product, I've gained a lot from it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Rachel, what do you say? Have you gained anything from this? Eba Foods, has it changed your life?
Yes, as a form Vakis, I've been exposed to the outside world, like
Excellent.
the world of work.
Yes.
I didn't know what people pass through when doing work, but I've got to know how money is got and to make myself busy and gain better skills that add value to my life.
What do you tell the youth out there who are saying that government is not giving them jobs? I'm not in any way saying that government should not play a part. The rule of government is to create an enabling environment. So if young people get interested to learn through innovative volunteerism, EBAFOSA, they can develop skills, and then if they want to open their enterprises, the processes are easier. They're getting subsidies, tax rebates, tax incentives, so that at least they can move their businesses. That's the rule of government. Now, the question is a quick one. There are youth out there, just like I asked Esther, who are saying government must do it for us. They don't want to do anything. What do you tell them? Because you're testing money now. Money is sweet, I think it is. Yeah, it's sweet, yeah.
I encourage them to never blame the government. We have to come out together.
Someone will be very angry with you. Yeah, go ahead, yes.
We have to come out together as youth and work together to make the money ourselves without support from the government. We can do it ourselves.
Yes, and innovative volunteerism in EBAFOSA is here. They can come and learn how to add value to cassava and make money. Then Ruth, what do you say?
For me, what I say about family food porridge.
I like that. EBA family, yes, Nutri-Food, yeah.
It builds our body.
Body immunity gives energy to the system.
Yes.
Wonderful. So everybody who learns to make this, you can also eat it. So it's, in addition to making money, you put food on the table. That is wonderful. The young ladies, they are telling you out there that it is possible, and very soon they will become billionaires, and people will say, how did they become billionaires? No pain, no gain. Short-term pain for long-term gain. That's what they're doing. And then David, to conclude with you, you coordinate EBAFOSA Uganda. Of course, the fact that you coordinate, you engage with youth across the continent. You share knowledge, you are very active, and then social media actor who shares knowledge with this world. You are also engaged with yourself. You yourself are a youth.
Yeah.
You know how difficult, I'm speaking from like someone who mentor young people. It is very difficult to change the mindset of young people. What do you tell them now about this work? Because they are seeing this is the product, right? It's from a process. So the process is engage community, like you said, village savings and loan associations, those are cooperatives at the grassroots level. They grow cassava, they are taught how to dry. Then from there, cassava is dried, it is now processed, Esther, Rachel, Ruth, and other many people. You are just seeing a few, you will see more. But this process needs energy, they need patience, it needs dedication, it needs passion, it needs inspiration. All these elements I'm mentioning, money cannot buy. But at the end, they say, government should give us jobs. What do you say in less than 2 minutes to debunk this analogy or mindset?
We have seen a number of youth, over 80% in the continent, also here over 75% in Uganda. Most of them
75%, that's a lot.
Most of them are unemployed, and each time the percentage increases. So we have seen that youth have to be part of the process. If they are not part of the process, they will not gain. And if you don't come at the table, no one will invite you. And if you get a chance to be invited, kindly avail yourself. And avail yourself with a willing mind.
Correct.
Be willing to learn, be willing to work, and also seek advice whenever you are called on. So I urge the youth that it's high time we start to be serious, since youth, it's just age, but remember, this age is just a bracket, and we have a life to live. So if you don't start now, you'll suffer in the future.
Yes.
Rachel to Sabo.
Yeah. Everyone's name is Uganda. Even my name is Uganda. Yeah. So the EBAFOSA work that you do, you are in high school. And we have many young people in high school who are not dreaming of even doing things themselves. So what would you tell your own high school mates that they should do to be part of this wonderful process of producing EBAFOSA?
I encourage them to come together, we unite together, and do work that will add value to our lives, other than sitting at home and watching movies, being
And there's
idle.
football now, which is a World
Yes,
Cup.
being idle. It's not going to add any value to your life. You're not going to gain any skill. But here I am. I'm gaining skills day by day. I'm being exposed to the outside world day by day,
And this is really wonderful.
yes.
Yes, it is wonderful. Ruth, you are also high school.
Yes.
What do you tell your high school mates, classmates? Yes, this is wonderful. What do you tell them? Because you guys are in high school, you are producing this, you are making money, you are solving a problem of climate change, because now we have a cyclone of war in Europe. You people are solving the problem right here in Uganda. Now, what do you tell those young people that, look, there is money out there? How do you get the money?
As me, I tell my fellow students that they are home. For us in our new curriculum, we study about entrepreneurship.
All right, wonderful. In high school?
Yes.
That is good.
We study entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship talks about how to make a business and how to look mindful
From the business.
other than sitting home.
Wonderful.
Other than sitting home.
And complaining that government is not giving jobs.
Yes.
Yes. So you said something very important, and I think I cannot leave here without saying it. You know, this process of cassava to EBA foods to porridge to EBA family nutrient porridge, it's what we call climatepreneurship.
Perfect.
Why? Because the process from how it is produced is in a way that is not destroying the environment. It's working with nature, not against nature. They don't put chemicals. The process of how it is dried using a solar dryer, it doesn't emit emissions into the atmosphere. So it don't release any gas to the atmosphere. Now when they bring it here now, it is dried, like I saw Esther doing, using briquettes, which are produced from agricultural waste. So it's not, they're smokeless, they burn 2 to 3 times more effective than charcoal. So it reduces cutting down of trees. That means we're working with environment, not against environment. And now it comes here, it is nutritious, that means we are healthy, and it makes money. This is gold. So what you've said is, so you see climate is all there, environment is not destroyed. So you are now actually a climatepreneur. A climatepreneur. So all of you are climatepreneurs. Clap for yourself. This is wonderful. Yeah, this is wonderful. This is really great. For those of you who are watching, is COP27, the Conference of Parties for Climate Change, ended last, Friday, but it ended up on Sunday morning. Why is it so difficult that in these big meetings, young people who are doing great work like this, they don't carry products like this to go, they only carry placards? Is there a problem with the narrative? 1 minute.
Actually, we have seen that this climate is like a big elephant, and most people who are having action
Never get the opportunity.
they never get the opportunity. But actually, they are working a lot to see that they're reducing on the climate change effects and also vulnerability
Yes.
in their areas. Yeah.
No, placards versus...
So the placards, I don't know the agenda of the placards because as who
You're sounding like anyway. I know, David. I know it's a tough question for you, but for those who are, let me just come in here. The truth is this, and I've been very consistent in arguing about this. There is a lot of excellent work being done by young people across the continent and even the world. But I think because we do not know that we can make a lot of progress in solving problems by showcasing what we do, we think that when we talk problems for problems, we make progress. No, it's a lie. When we discuss problems through the solutions lens, like this, for example, I just said something here. The Ugandan National Bureau of Standards is revising their bread standard. And as we speak now, cassava is being integrated into it from this work of EBAFOSA Uganda. That is impact at scale. Little action by young ladies and the community coming together and doing work and collecting data that shows that cassava is effective, is influencing policy. What I'm then now trying to say is that all the young people who needs to push change should start pushing change, showing the solutions of what they are doing. And that change should come to pick those solutions to a higher level, not only complaining for complaining's sake. I know some of you might not like this, but truth be told, action inspires hope. Action inspires and motivates. And it is only through that we can make meaningful change. Until then, we'll be right back. Thank you. EBAFOSA, Innovative Volunteerism, Cassava, EBAFoods, EBAPorridge, Innovative Volunteerism, Climatepreneurship, food on the table, and more money in more pockets. Yeah, exactly. We are arriving here. So what is this? This is David Luganda. This is Innocent. Christopher. Yes. You are not innocent, right? Yeah, that is good. So what are you guys doing here now? So by the way, David, introduce the place so that I then ask. This is wonderful. So yeah.
You stand this side?
Like because of the light. Yes.
You are most welcome, Dr. Richard Munang.
Yeah, thank you very much, David.
EBACOOK Uganda.
Oh, this is called EBACOOK.
EBACOOK Uganda.
I like that.
One of the facilities of innovative volunteerism.
Right.
Actors.
Yes.
Here in Africa. But today we are in Uganda, and this area is called Kayanja Village, located in Mukono district near Kampala, where we manufacture or we make fuel briquettes. And we have a number of youth whom we are working with.
Yes.
We trained many, over 70 of them, in different areas. But these are the permanent youth whom we are working with.
Excellent.
And others are in marketing.
For those of you who are watching, so this EBACOOK, as you've heard from David Luganda, who is the lead EBAFOSA leader in Uganda and also the lead innovative volunteerism actor. With his team here, we have Innocent, and I was jokingly asking him, is he innocent? And we have Christopher. So Christopher, you guys produce briquettes. So if somebody was to ask you, how is briquettes produced? And also, what have you been doing here? So just take me through this. So I can see these things like this. What is this? So just take me through this. What is this? How do you produce this? I can see here day one. One day.
This one for 1 day. We make it for today. This one for 1 day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yes, that is good. So what is this? What is this? Somebody see this, but it's black. What is this? That looks like the soil that have been dug out. Yeah. So what is this? How do you arrive at this? What is this? So how do you produce that?
This one. You have first of all, material one used to make it.
Esther, yeah, you should come in. I saw you using these briquettes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
We add the clay soil.
So this is produced from
cha. After we mix
Yes.
too much things there. First of all, we mix cha, our cha. Add molasses there.
Yes, the molars, that's for the binding, right? To make sure that the briquette it's not breakable.
Even you put in there so that whatever.
Yeah, to hold it, yes.
Uh-huh.
So the agricultural waste, you grind it. So which machine? So you grind it using this machine? So this is a crusher.
Yeah, it is a crusher.
So you first of all crush the waste here or the char here.
Yeah.
Then after you crush it here, it comes out here. Then when it comes out here, what happens next?
Now we bring it here.
You bring it there, yes,
Mixing.
and mix it with the molasses.
Molasses.
And the molasses can also be cassava flour.
The cassava flour is there.
Yes, you can open. You can open. Oh, so the cassava now, you take a bit of the flour here, then you mix it, and then you mix it with briquette as a binder.
Yes.
So cassava have so many functions, right? Yes, then once you do it here as a bind, and then you mix it here, now you take it here to form the shapes.
Yes.
So when you form the shapes, this comes out. This is now briquette.
Oh, yes. This one, now this one for 1 day.
This, so when you say 1 day, it means, what do you mean by 1 day? It dries for 1 day or it can be used for 1 day?
This one for 1 day, we make it for today.
Oh, you made it today, day 1.
Yeah.
So how many of these are here?
This one, 200.
Wow. You guys made it 200, so you made 100, you made 100.
Yes.
So you made, made 100.
It's just
Excellent. So let me ask you guys, right? You see, you are young people. How old are you?
23.
How old are you?
18.
18. You are young people, and I can see from your faces happiness. That means you enjoy doing this. So if somebody was to ask you, how have EBAFOSA innovative volunteerism inspired? I mean, how has it helped you to develop this skill? What would you say? Innocent, right?
I don't
No,
know.
this innocent and this Christopher. Good, yes.
Yeah. First of all, this is our job.
Yes.
And get money from this.
Oh, you get money from this. I like that. You know that word money, that 5-letter word money. You make cash from this.
Yes.
It's very, very important. So as you make this, you make money from it. You also help mothers not to depend on charcoal. And I can see Esther, Ruth, and Rachel. They're going to come to explain how this is also helping them to dry their porridge. So you are doing this. You are making money out of it. And you, Innocent, you're making money from it, eh? So what makes you excited and happy? Because I see the smiles on your. I'm so happy to see wonderful, happy young men like you guys. So what makes you happy doing this? Yeah, because a lot of people do things sometimes they're not happy. So you know you're solving an environmental problem, you are fighting climate change, but you're also creating opportunities for yourself and for the community. So what makes you happy doing this?
First of all,
The money.
First of all, you get a job.
Yes,
Like
it gives
this.
you a job.
Because
Yeah.
they are established there, they are looking for their job. I don't have it, but we are happy because you have a job.
This has created a job and you're solving a problem and it's creating a job. This is really wonderful. So how many can you make in a day? 1,000 in a day. So how much, one briquette goes for how much? Oh, let me say 1 kg of briquettes. How many of these makes a kg? Oh, 500.
This one 11 can make 1 kg.
And how much does that give?
1,000.
How much does 1 kg of charcoal go for?
We don't calculate in kgs, but at least it can go equivalent, can go for 2,500 shillings.
So how is the uptake? How are people using this? Are they, those who have tested it, are they moving away from charcoal and moving more towards it immediately they test it?
That is it.
Because this burns longer, it doesn't smoke, it doesn't stain the pots, so it saves money and also reduces their labor in terms of cleaning the pots. And then it also saves the environment. So this is really excellent. So David, how have you trained these young people? Because you indicated that you've trained over 80 youth across the vicinity here, and Christopher and Innocent are here showing us what to do. One of the things I want to ask you is that for those of you who are watching, the training is not just in producing briquettes, they're also being trained to produce the machines that make the briquettes.
Perfect.
And what David is holding there, he's going to explain. So, David, tell us about that machine. Because this is a manually, locally made machine. Compressor.
As we see, this is a briquettes making machine, and this is fabricated by our academy, and those youths were trained by EBAFOSA Uganda. So we have seen that there is a need of providing skills to the youth, and also they can have something to provide in their pocket, getting money. So this is a briquettes machine. Innocent, you can continue maybe removing the briquettes as we explained.
Yes.
So we have seen that so it has provided employment
Yes.
to most of the youth whom have trained, and also not only money and employment, and the youth have got self-esteem in their communities where they are. Because you communicating to someone that is me who made this machine, people can be very happy to see.
Wonderful.
But,
This is excellent. So this is an income generating opportunity, saving the environment, creating opportunities, and from the data that is coming here. So from here we're going to go and meet those who are using it, right?
Okay.
And also marketing as well. Excellent. So I want to hear us. Wow. So it's compressed, and then you do this manually, and it comes out. Wonderful. So how many of them are there?
24.
24. So how long does it take to produce this 24?
Like in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. So you can make 1,000 a day.
1,000 per day.
Wonderful.
But few youth can make 1,000 a day. Some of them are lazy, some of them don't want to
Yeah,
work.
that is the
and rush.
nature of youth
So
sometimes.
maybe we can also go this side.
Okay. Yes, we quickly go through
Police.
this. But I wanted the ladies to explain. To come
Let
and
them come.
explain, yeah.
It takes
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
police explain.
Yes.
This one can take for 3 days.
3 days to dry.
After from there, one day, you bring here for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Then after 3 days, you have to take it there. Solar dry.
The solar dry is outside there.
Yeah, there I have.
Okay.
And then there I can spend 2 days.
So have this
more.
one been dry on solar dryer?
No?
Not yet.
No, don't you?
Ah, okay.
But also when the temperature is high, we can dry from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because sometimes we can have high temperatures also. According to the area, they can
Perfect.
dry from here.
No, this is good. Then the lady, Esther, you use this.
Yes.
Why don't you use charcoal? Why are you using this? If I may ask that question.
The reason as to why I prefer this, they are long lasting.
Mm-hmm.
I save.
Excellent. So you save money because this is long lasting. It doesn't stain your pots, right? It doesn't smoke,
Yeah, that's
and you also save the environment.
yes.
Wonderful.
That's the reason as why I like these briquettes.
And it cook faster
Yeah.
because it's hot and warmer, right? Produces a lot of energy.
Good.
Excellent. Good. I think let's get down there and see those who are buying it so that we hear the taste. Briquettes.
briquette.
Let's say briquettes.
Briquettes.
Eba cook.
Eba cook.
Eba cook.
Eba cook.
Innovative volunteerism.
Innovative volunteerism.
EBAFOSA.
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 Eba cook.
Eba cook.
Eba foods.
Eba foods.
Eba cook.
Eba cook.
Eba foods.
Eba foods.
Briquettes.
Briquettes.
EBAFOSA.
EBAFOSA.
Innovative volunteerism.
Innovative volunteerism.
Changing lives.
Changing lives.
Putting money
Putting money
in the pockets
in the pockets
and food
and food
on the table.
on the table.
Hooray!
Hooray. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is good. Briquettes production over there, right? They are dried in the solar dryer. They are brought here. So you package this. So this is how many? So you don't use kgs. What do you said?
We count, but also we
So
are
how much
using-
does this cost?
This is 1,000 Ugandan shillings.
Ugandan shillings.
Yes.
Okay.
It is affordable.
So if a mother buys this and you have a family of 5, how long can this last the mother?
This can last for
2 days.
2 days
2
because
days.
Yes.
But charcoal of the same amount cannot last even 2 days.
no, it can't last even for 2 hours.
Right.
It can't.
Okay.
So
So,
now-
when it comes, you package it like this here. Then what happens?
It ends. You go the other side. Then we have to make sure because
Yeah. So it comes here. You package it. So this is how many kgs?
these are 54 pieces.
Right.
54 pieces. This means that it's 50,000. This is like 50,000 Ugandan shilling. But a youth who's selling these briquettes works on the commission.
Right.
So we have to put more 6
Excellent.
or 7 extra.
Of course.
Yeah.
So how much is this bag sold?
It's sold 50,000 Ugandan shilling.
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard it. They're making money by turning environmental challenges to opportunities. Waste is wealth. Waste to briquettes. They make money. When they make a bag like this, they fetch 50,000 Ugandan shillings, and in a week they can make how many of these bags?
In a week, because we are using a few of them,
Yes.
but they can sell over 5 bags.
Which is about 250,000 Ugandan shillings. Did you hear that? That's over $200, right?
Yeah, that is it.
In a week.
Approximately.
So even somebody who's employed in a teaching job or even in high government offices across some countries might not make that money in a week. So you see, opportunities sitting out there. We'll be right back. We're going now to get this road like this, right up there. So why don't they put a card there, Munange, so that we see? They appoint them through election. Yeah, through election. Part of the. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, we load. Let's wait for the lady. It cannot just be a bunch of men walking. Yeah. The lady should. Vacation. Vacation for how many months? So which time do you close? So you close for April, and then you go back in May, and then you close in September. So you can see there's cassava being grown here. So cassava is being taken up as not just a crop for everyone to grow, but a crop that everyone must have. Yeah. 10 minutes. Yes. By 15 minutes, I'll finish. That's what we are doing. Hey, how are you? You want to come and carry me? Eh? Can you ride this big little bicycle? It's too long for you. Where are you taking it? It's your father's, eh? What? Yeah, it looks very nice. Very good. Excellent. What's your name? What is the name of the place? This is Kenya. I mean Great. Excellent. Yes. Hello, how are you? How are you guys? Yeah, I'm very good. What's your name? Joy.
Joy. Joy.
Juan. Ah, okay. Good, excellent. Yes, we're here. So I see you sell charcoal, eh? And so I've been told you are also a consumer of the briquettes. Yes, excellent. So can you just tell me right now the briquettes, these briquettes, compared to charcoal, which is better? Maybe it's because it's video in you, which is good. You can speak a little bit louder, yeah? So the briquettes, eh? Yes. Yeah, so it burns longer, it doesn't stain the pot, but charcoal stain. Yes. Yes, so this one destroyed the forest. Yes. So they told me you are their client, so they supply you with briquettes. So you also have charcoal clients, right? People come and buy charcoal. So how are they? What is their reactor? Getting briquettes. I'm asking. So how are they taking up these briquettes as compared to charcoal?
This is one of our customers,
Yes.
who was supplying charcoal stocks. He has been selling charcoal stocks, so now we added on.
Can we see the stove? Do you have the stove? Can you bring the stove here with you? Yes.
So the stoves, we supply stoves, and since the stoves are very good
Esther,
for
Rachel, and Ruth
For what?
in the Bible.
yes.
Let them bring the stove and then we explain, yeah? So who makes the stove?
Is it? No, she's being supplied
Okay.
by the.
So this stove takes charcoal and also takes briquette.
It is perfect for briquettes.
Yes.
So that's why we have introduced the briquettes aspect.
Yes.
This. Because when someone buys this, it will be very good for him.
Yeah, but we need to be talking to you so that we're getting it from first hand. Okay. So can she explain to you? Because that's what I wanted to engage her so that she can be explaining. Hello, madam. So, what I want to know is how is briquette and this charcoal? Those who are buying this, are they buying this briquette and they are buying charcoal? And how is that being handled?
Our product is exposed to the when you are using these briquettes, the gold is less of the amount compared to what? Compared to the charcoal. So now it has been very good for her to sell these briquettes.
Yes. Perfect. For those of you who are watching, this is Joan. She sells charcoal and she also sells charcoal. So what has happened is that the EBAFOSA Uganda team leader and her team and his team, in producing briquettes from West, they are supplying briquettes to her so that she can now start replacing charcoal with briquettes and introduce the briquette to the very customers who are buying charcoal. You see how a solution is replacing another solution with an alternative. And that way you get to replace and take people off depending on charcoal and start depending on briquette without necessarily just telling them to stop. And that is an easy transition. And actually this charcoal stove. So this, how much does this charcoal? Okay. How much do you sell the briquette? I mean the charcoal, a bag of and then how much do you sell the briquette? So people buy briquette more because it's cheaper. And because of that, they are now moving to briquette more than charcoal. That is good. So if there is something you are supposed to say, you can say it in Uganda language. What would you say about briquette? What do you say?
Gagenda kitono kusinga gali ate gano galwako okusinga gali eri.
So this you also cook using briquette. You buy this, you buy briquette. So this is a small kiosk where food is sold in Kayanja village, and people who come buy food, they used to buy charcoal before, now they buy briquette, which is good. So how many people have used to briquettes who used to buy charcoal? Depends on the day, the weather, and also but at least there are many who come, because many who can sell, there are many who come right, but it's according to the day and also the people right. Yeah, but many people buying it who used to buy charcoal. Wonderful. Excellent. Thank you very much. Is there anything you want to tell me? My name is Richard. Good. Good. Please take us with the use. Excellent. How are you? Oh, you use this one. Oh. That's too far away for voice. Too far away for voice. So, you can use this briquette here.
She's saying that she's using briquettes, and as you see, this side, there are briquettes which are lighting and make the base.
And then you go to treatment. Which one is ready? Oh, this one is ready. So, and you burn it using this. So you can see, what's your name? Lovis. Yeah, you can see Lovis is using briquettes to roast corn, and she's not using charcoal anymore. And these briquettes are made by these young guys here, youth. And yes, this is the briquette. And she's roasted this corn, and the corn is really nice. How much is it? 500. Oh, 500, eh? Yeah. Very nice. This is good. This is good. Very nice. So, when did you start using this briquette? When did you start using the briquette? You need to translate.
Watandika D. Ogakozesa.
3 months.
After 3 days ago, just when she knew about this business, and she has seen more importance in using them.
So have that saved you money as compared to using charcoal? You need to translate.
She saves because they last for a long time when she's using them, and she saves.
Oh really? Wonderful. That is good. How much is this? The briquettes are inside here.
Jango zila be pasta. Jango la be.
Have you guys corn already? So how many have I taken? Is it 4? You want corn as well? How much you've been using this? Have you saved money in using this briquette for the few days? That's what I'm asking. Get us free. Yeah, translate. So this is briquettes and Lovis, right? Is her name. She started using briquettes 3 days ago, and she's saying she saved money. She's using these briquettes which are made out of agricultural waste, and they're replacing charcoal. They burn faster, they burn longer, they don't smoke. And so the corn that you see me eating here has been burned. You can see smoke has not destroyed it, and it tastes so nice and yummy. So the young people you are seeing here and the young ladies, they are making these briquettes and they are marketing it to people who are using it to roast corn like Lovis here, and others who are using it to market. So it's becoming a business chain.
And she has communicated
Yes.
that the way the maize looks, the way, if you use briquettes,
Yes.
this changes the style of the maize and the color, and it attracts the customers.
So
And
are you hearing that? Yes.
And also, you can look inside and see from 1 p.m. From 1 p.m. And it's like 4 hours now. She's still using the briquettes. So if you check
So
inside,
4 hours the briquette.
they are still on, and she's still continuing until evening. And she has not completed the 1,000 Ugandan shilling.
Wonderful. So this is really good. So what are you going to tell your fellow women about briquettes, and how can you make everyone in your community to use it? What are you going to tell them?
Kikyogenda okugamba abakyala n'abantu abakulirwa wano ekayanja ku manda gano. She's communicating to us that she has communicated to the community, fellow women, mainly who are in business, to use the briquettes. Because ever since she has started using briquettes today, for example, from 1 p.m. up to now, it's now 4 hours, the briquettes are still being used.
So you will never use charcoal again? Because briquettes, they are making your business more attractive.
And she will finish when the briquettes are still there. In the evening, for 1,000, and also you see, the 1,000 is not yet done, others are still here.
And she got this for 1,000.
Only 1,000.
And she's made more than 1,000 since she got it. Yes. Are you guys hearing what she said? Why are you not eating the corn? It's made from briquettes. The last question is, so those who are buying the corn, they're saying it's nice because we are using briquettes. So are you now going to make sure that those who are doing similar business like this start to also use briquettes? Are you going to introduce briquettes to them? Translate.
Business yemu okola amanda oba nawe
era nabatandise dde okubategeeza amanda bw'oba oyokyagano bwokya bulungi kuba nasoose nendowooza nali ndowooza nti bagaleeta omukka naye tegaliiko mukka gamyusa bulungi kasooli naaba nga omulabanga bwali nga taliiko mukka gwonna.
So at first she thought that the briquettes were producing a lot of smoke, and after her using the briquettes they're not using any smoke. So she has moved around the community to communicate, also to tell fellow women and also fellow business people, and not also other people who are not in the same business but also who are cooking, to embrace briquettes because of the longevity and also the cheapness, and also she's ready to sell briquettes to other people.
Oh, that is a good point. That's what I wanted to say. So she's ready to sell briquettes to other people. So this is going to be a next supplier of briquettes
Here.
Yeah, right here.
Yes.
Are you anytime you come to supply, you can also buy a corn?
I have to buy because we have the same church.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
And I will love this, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Take this one.
That one is for
Oh,
free.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. And then you need to do. So I want to talk about it. So when you start, you let me know. So the context of Africa is one in which the discussion most of the time when it comes to development discourse doesn't capture the reality of the continent. We just coming from engaging mothers who are doing their own businesses in their own way to make a living, and they're happy doing those businesses, but they have gaps that need to be closed, and those gaps are simple gaps that need simple solutions. They depend on charcoal, but they need an alternative that will save them money but still give them the same or even a better outcome. And simple briquettes have helped transform that, as you must have heard already, where a mother who used to use charcoal to roast corn is now using briquettes to roast corn. And she's saying this is not only attracting customers because the corn is not the way it used to be when charcoal was used. The dark spots on it that charcoal would bring are no longer there. So what's the point, to cut this long story short? The informality of Africa is an aspect that cannot be ignored in any solutions process, especially climate action solutions or environmental solutions. And if we miss that informality and try to discuss solutions that are not fit for purpose, then we will not be able to build transformational development. And therefore it means the peculiarity of Africa, it also has strength. The peculiarity of Africa is a source of opportunities that sometimes are only discussed from a problems perspective. And if we forget to know that 80% of Africa is pretty much in the informal sector, then anything we will discuss from a high end, and what I mean by high end, from a sophisticated solutions perspective, we will never address those challenges. The point therefore is, we will only be able to move forward using these simple aggregated solutions by young people, providing the inputs, providing the solutions to close the gaps that the informal sector faces, whether it is in their farms where they add value using simple solar dryers, whether it is in inputs in production where they use biofertilizer instead of chemicalized fertilizer, or whether it is in clean cooking, which as we speak today, over 920 million Africans depend on clean cooking, and clean cooking just needs these simple briquettes. So the point therefore is, Africa's informality is her strength, but it is missed out in nearly every discourse when it comes to the solutions to climate change, and of course, solutions to pollution and solutions to the environment. Thank you.
Perfect.